Let's hit it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. You know what time it is. It's the next episode. This is going on. What was this, week 17? Week
Week
17
17,
games?
fast
Christmas
approaching.
games? Good night, man. Been speeding through this thing all over again. Last tradition. We're going to bring it to you. This is Mr. Casey. I'm that dude with the beard. Let's go ahead and dive on into it.
Let's get it. We got the Kansas City Chiefs going to Pittsburgh on Christmas Day, play some football. Who you got?
We got the Kansas City Chiefs, of course. Winning this game is going to be a must-win game. Like I said, looking to solidify the number one position in all the AFC so we can do the annual Arrowhead Invitational.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Shout out to all the Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Y'all done shot your shot better than what you expected. Tell me you did. Tell me you thought Mike Tomlin was going to achieve pulling off possibly the AFC North. Tell me you thought that. I know one person did, but tell me you did. Next game on the schedule for Christmas is going to be the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans.
Ooh, big trust versus little trust. Oh, man. Let's see here. I think I'm going to go with big trust to get these Texans, man. Texans hit a little skid. They've dropped two in a row. But at the same time, no, the South is secure, and they'll look to bounce back and maybe heat up a little bit before the offs.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Look, the Ravens doing what they're doing, being that competitive team every season. There's a reason Lamar Jackson is a multi-time MVP.
Oh, for sure. Unanimous almost both times here. Like
Shit,
I said, the only
that's
question is
crazy.
ever right. That's a crazy feat in itself. But the craziest thing is, like I said, man, it's just playoff Lamar, man. We got to see him put together the full picture one day. But when you got to play Project Pat every year, maybe it's gonna be hard. So, still big ups to him, big up to that whole situation. But man, definitely got enough to take the Texans down.
Yeah, I went there with you. We got a Thursday game. So right after Christmas, we get a little Thursday action. We got the Seahawks getting a free win playing the Chicago Bears.
Man, and I couldn't have said it better. That's better than a bye week.
Yeah, the Seahawks needed that one too. They need that Bears game right there. That's perfect timing for a Bears game.
Hmm. Go ahead and pad your win column.
Yeah, speaking of padding the win column, the Chargers are going to the New England Patriots to lock up their playoff spot.
Yeah, and that's well said once again. New England is terrible. They're vying for, you know, draft spot at this point here. Maybe to finally get some help at wide receiver for Drake May, and maybe they'll figure that whole situation out. But it's definitely an L on the horizon.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. It just seems like an obvious. These are feels like a little slam dunk week for week 17. We got the Broncos playing the Bengals.
And this should be a pretty good defining game for the Broncos to be able to see if you can beat a high caliber quarterback late in the season, going forward and trying to stretch your playoff aspirations further. I think you could do it just simply because I don't believe in the Bengals at all. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I believe in the Broncos thoroughly either, but I'm gonna pick them to beat the Bengals. Just gonna have to do it.
I'm gonna pick the Bengals because I hate the Broncos. Simple as that. You might win. I don't care. I like you.
And that's a part of the game, man. And I don't have, like I said, feelings for either team, so to speak. But who cares? Honestly, it could go
Right.
Hershey Cup, but I'm still going to go with the Broncos because I really do hate the Bengals that much.
This next one's got some NFC West potential. It's got some factors. It could decide it. We got the Cardinals playing the Rams.
Mm. If the Cards can sneak a win, it can put them in better position to get in. It can kind of turn that thing into a little three-way deadlock, a little race for it.
They
At
got to
least
win
for
it
right
if
now.
they. It's a wrap. This is the deciding game too. It's a wrap after this one.
Yeah, so they're gonna have to do it, man. I'm gonna go ahead and say that they don't. I think they probably lose that game, but if they do win, it'll be fantastic to see. I'll say that to say the least.
Yeah, that one's tough because I feel like the Rams are the obvious choice, but the Cardinals are a tough team, and it has so much upset potential to it, so much drama that you're not going to get out of the AFC. Like the only drama for the playoffs, and it's barely any for the NFC. Like if we're going to be completely honest, like let's go Rams. Let's go Rams.
That's what I'm talking about. I said sometimes you just got to really evaluate it, and this is the Rams' game to lose. I would say that if you're gonna do it.
Right. Let's check out. We got the Sunday games. Sunday, December 29th. We've got the Colts versus the Giants.
Dang, you want to talk about the bottom of the barrel? Uh, I'll probably just go with the Colts for this one. Honestly, like I said, the Giants are they're playing for quarterback positioning right now. So yeah, let's go Colts.
Yeah, and the interesting part about this is getting the Colts back to 500, which is if you would have told them that 6 weeks ago, they'd probably sign up for it. They'd probably take it. They'd be real excited about it. So this is kind of nice to see out of the young Colts organization, even though I'm still kind of giving up on Anthony Richardson at this point.
Yeah, that project may be coming to an end.
Yeah. Speaking of projects coming to an end, we've got Aaron Rodgers and the Jets going to play the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, man. As much as I would hope the Jets would win this game, because I hate the Bills that much, you know that Buffalo's probably gonna blow these dudes out, and it won't even be fair, which is crazy.
The Jets suck so bad. I can't even pick them out of despite. Like I can't even be like I hate the Bills so much. I'm picking the Jets because there's zero chance. There's
Yeah,
zero chance that the Jets are
that's
winning this game.
absolutely no chance. Like Vince McMahon used to say, no chance. That's what you got, boo boo boo. It's what it is.
Talk about 20-year flashbacks there. Probably older than that. I'm probably being old saying it was 20 years. Jeez.
Mm.
Oh, man. Next on the list, we got AFC South dumpster fire showdown. The Titans versus the Jaguars.
Mm. Yeah, it's the Jags. They'll win that game just because they like to win meaningless games and stay kind of in the middle of obscurity. And they don't have, well, they got issues that definitely need to be addressed, but they can handle most of that with a good first round pick, even wherever they fall, because it's not going to be that high anyway.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I got the Jags as well. Let's hit up Jason Jeffords' question here. He said, "Will the Jets ever get the right quarterback?" No, no.
No.
They won't get the
Oh,
right quarterback. They're not going to get the right coach. They're not going to get the right GM. The whole organization is a dumpster fire from head to toe, and they'll keep it that way everywhere they go. I don't know what to tell you. Jets
it
just destined to suck, and it don't make no sense in that market.
really don't. I'm inclined to agree with you, man. It's just because until they blow that whole thing up, it's a wrap for them, man. They keep making dumb choice or decision, if you have you want your English spoken. Dumb decision after dumb decision after dumb decision. And it's just you seeing the fruits of their choices. It's the same old Jets.
Right? Yeah. What do you expect? The next on the list, we've got the little playoff preview here. It's the Green Bay Packers playing the Minnesota Vikings.
You know who's gonna win that game, Mr. KC. It's the same
Yeah, the
team.
Vikings.
Stop playing, man. You really think so? This
Yeah.
is where your heart's leaning. You know who's going to the Super Bowl, man. I've been telling you all year.
Oh, you can
He's
go to
Jay.
Super Bowl and still lose this
Jay.
game.
He gonna win this game. He got to win it en route. They need better playoff seating. He got to win it en route. It's the JL. It's the Justice League. It's Jordan Love. It's the pack.
The only thing, the Vikings are kind of playing for that, number one spot in the NFC. This is, the last little chance of holding on to it. If they can win it here, they've got a slight chance. They've got a
That's why they got
chance.
to lose it, so that way they can get it. The Packers can be in the mix for it, and the Lions take another loss somewhere.
It could be there. I could join that. Oh, I got a who wants it less matchup. Who wants it less? We have the Raiders having to look. They're back-to-back weeks struggling to find ways to lose. We
Hmm.
have the Raiders playing the Saints.
The Ravens want to lose more. Um, they know they need to lose more. It's the only way that you can probably change your future is losing now. Cause yeah, if you're looking for Cam Ward or anybody, like I said, you need to make sure that this thing is on full flush, not halfway like you barely hit the thing. I mean, you got to make sure that plunger come all the way up when you hit the toilet, and you got to make sure that thing is fully flushed, man.
Now, the sad part is, I really think if the Raiders were trying to win, they would easily win this game too. Like the Saints don't have anything. There's no Derek Carr. There's nothing. There's no weapons here you're pointing to, like that is gonna magically make the Saints win. And yet the Saints are gonna pull off this upset.
Man, so oof, we're gonna see. Like I said, who wants it less? Who wants to lose more? Because who wants it less?
Next, we have the Buccaneers going to win the NFC South while they play the Carolina, or they host the Carolina Panthers.
Whoa. You want to talk about a sneaky game that the Carolina could play spoiler to because that's some kind of thing in a stigma. I'm gonna go with the Panthers. It's time to do it. Somebody's got to do it. And it's gonna be me.
I'm going Buccaneers, but I like the bold take. I appreciate you. Like I feel it. Look, don't let that. You just look at the record. They'll tell you there's no way the Panthers can win, but they can win this game. It is a
Man,
possibility.
I'm not lying. So we'll see, man. Even though it's a low level style ball game, it should still be a pretty decent one. Maybe Carolina by 3.
Yeah. And the next game in this week 17 action is going to be the Miami Dolphins versus the Cleveland Browns.
I'm gonna say who cares. Let's put an asterisk on that. Uh, just for the sake of tradition, I'm gonna go with the Browns.
Well, for the sake of tradition, I'm going to go for the Fins for the win, even though I don't want you to. I don't want to. You're messing up your draft pick here, but that's what you're going to do anyways. So, Fins for the win.
It's a wrap. So yeah, we can let the Finns fall on down to where they need to fall to.
Yeah,
He said
and
Browns. Yeah, that's what I'm
Jacobs.
talking about.
Jacob's a believer in the Browns in this week's 17 matchup. He's got it. I'm down with for the 3-pointer. I like it. Next, we got the Cowboys versus the Eagles.
This is the Eagles. Like I said, this is one of the things I've said about Dallas the last few years. They've shown that they are incapable of beating the Eagles and the 49ers consistently. So this is the Eagles' game to lose if they're just going to come in hungover or some kind of catastrophic event that leads them to a loss. But other than that, they can send out the B squad or the practice team. Send out the practice squad against these boys, man, because ain't nobody worried about Dallas.
This is actually a pretty good Sunday night matchup. Sunday. Oh, and I'm going Eagles too. I don't know if I got that in there or not. Before I move on, let me make sure I get everyone know the obvious pick. But this Sunday night football game on Week 17 has got me excited. Falcons versus the Commanders.
Man, so we can see the battle of the two young quarterbacks here. Should be a smoke show. Um, if Felix wants to prove that he's got it, and he's deserving to be in this echelon, he's gonna have to beat Jaden in that game. He's gonna have to do it. But I'm going with Mr. Daniels here because he's been doing what we've been talking about all season. So I'm going with the Commanders.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. And it's such a close spot for the Falcons to make the playoffs. I wish they could have pulled it off, but maybe start a little Penix a little earlier. It might have helped.
Man, unless they go on a nasty win streak with him. If he win these next few games, they can get him off. Then maybe we just see playoff Phoenix.
No, there's no one stopping them. I guess maybe. I don't think so. Because you would need Bucks to lose twice, and I don't think there's anybody.
Well,
I don't. I
I
don't.
just picked the Bucks to lose.
Yeah, and you would need it. You need it. You need that scenario to happen.
That trap guy, I told you, that trap guy told me, hi, I got you. And now Falcons is right in the midst. All you see is the bird fly over. Sky. Oh, man.
And the Sunday or the Monday night game, the December 30th, last game of the year, or last game
Yeah,
of this
24.
24. Detroit Lions are going to play the San Francisco 49ers.
And I'm going to go ahead and take the Niners in this game because I need Detroit to lose again so that way Green Bay can be closer to that number one seed. So that way their path to the Super Bowl can be a little bit easier.
Um, uh, Detroit Lions by a country mile, and add 7 points to that on top.
And add 7 points. We're gonna see it. That's a mighty, mighty big claim there.
Right. Shout out to Caleb. He wants to know, Mr. KC, are the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl this year? And I just want to know if polar bears poop on ice. That's all I'm asking. Do they poop on ice? Do they poop on
Right.
ice? Is pigs pink?
Or we
Is
get you
that,
with
is
the
that
country version. Does a bear shit in the woods?
right? Look, look.
Oh
All I'm
man.
saying, look, and y'all, I know we got some haters in the chat, but you can check the tape. Go back on the tape. Look at the preseason predictions every year and remind us which one we got wrong. Which one we got wrong? Duncan.
Man. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. You got the culmination of 16 and 17 right there. It's going to be a busy week for both of us. Got a lot going on here. We wish y'all nothing but the best, especially over this holiday stretch and everything. Mr. KC, what you got for the folk?
Hey, I hope you all enjoyed your Christmas, whatnot, or maybe this video was filmed before Christmas, and I'm hoping you had a good Christmas. Maybe that's what's happening. You never quite know. This is the Bold Sports Show. You know anything. You know this could have been filmed 3 years ago, and we're just now posting it. But you don't know. I know. He knows.
Man,
But do you know?
do you
That's the
know?
question you got to ask yourself.
Man, it's always something shrouded in mystery. But the one thing we can guarantee, we'll see you again soon.
Yes, sir. Be safe out there, folks. Have a great night.
Peace.